The other day, I was out walking around the school campus, and it was icy. Every few steps, I'd slip and slide, and I had to go really slow to avoid falling. But all of a sudden, this guy power walks right past me, so fast that I was startled. How was this possible? Well, he had on proper snow boots, and I did not. Walking on ice is a problem that already has a solution. But what do we do when we face problems that are bigger than the tools that currently exist? Well, we get creative. We experiment through trial and error, hands-on prototyping, not knowing, finding something out, building off of that until we figure it out. We think, we do. That's creativity. It's imagination incarnate. Creativity isn't something people are just blessed with. It's a process that everybody can learn to engage in, and school is the perfect place to learn this. But creative thinking in a classroom is riskier than a worksheet and harder to assess than a multiple choice test. It can seem to gallop off madly in any direction, which is a lot more work for a teacher to manage, and because of that, it becomes easy to relegate creativity to the arts classroom and keep it there. But creativity is way too important to be siloed into an arts classroom. But that being said, art really is the easiest place to practice being creative, and that's why I believe the solution is to integrate arts education throughout every subject area. If a student graduates from high school without having had the opportunity to practice creativity in each and every subject, I think they're at a disadvantage when it comes to dealing with the problems that life will throw at them. It's like they're walking an icy path without snow boots. And as teachers, we are incredibly privileged to be in a position to do something about it. We can integrate the arts. If you're a teacher thinking, nope, I'm not an artist, I can't do that, here's what I'm thinking. Yes, you can, but you have to start with you. If you're not an artist, try out creative self-expression for yourself. Watch a YouTube tutorial, follow the steps. If you fail, good, keep going. Failing is an essential part of the process. Second, you need to make your classroom a safe place to experiment, to succeed, to fail. A safe place physically with dangers mitigated and tools scaffolded. A safe place where everybody recognizes that they are all on a learning journey. And if you're just starting out, that's actually the perfect place to lead them from, because it means that you're not an expert telling them how to do things. It means that you are a co-discoverer, a co-creator. Third, integrate arts into non-art subjects. Pick a non-art outcome. Co-create the assessment rubric with your students, and then let them attack it creatively. Try it out with an easy curricular outcome and see how the engagement differs. Fourth, trust the process of creativity. The more that you encourage your students to engage creatively, the better you and they will get at doing it. I was a part-time art instructor teaching a comics class, and I had a student who was a recent immigrant to Canada. He couldn't speak English very well. His ideas came faster than his words, and that made him angry and frustrated. But the comics that he made in our class were clear, hilarious, complex, and they employed near-perfect written conversational English. He loved making those comics, his classmates loved reading those comics, and they actually got to know him through those comics. When he got to grade 6, his new teacher picked up on the fact that he liked to make comics, and the teacher let him utilize the creation of comics to demonstrate his learning in outcomes other than art. For this guy, it was a win on two fronts. First, he was happy to express himself creatively in a medium that he enjoyed, in a way that helped him to be known by others for who he is. And second, he used his creativity to solve the language barrier problem that he was facing. Now, if it worked for him, it'll work for your students. So start with you. Get creative. Make your classroom a safe place to be creative. Start small and let your students demonstrate their learning creatively. And last, trust that process. Thank you so much for watching this video. I made it for ER 303 at the University of Saskatchewan College of Education. This is my final project for that class. If you're serious about integrating the arts and especially comic making into your classroom, I would recommend picking up this book, Making Comics by Lynda Barry. It's an incredible book. It's filled with a lot of activities that you can do as a class, but mainly this book is meant to help people who wouldn't consider themselves to be creative to explore creativity through making comics. So check it out. Thanks for watching. I also have this other video that you could watch if you wanted to watch me teaching how to make comics. So thanks so much.